Hey guys, let's talk about squares and square roots this session. We have learned this topic in 7th standard, but still we have something more to learn about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and revise what we did in 7th grade in Quebec. Right, a fast revision. What exactly is a square number? Let's talk about it. Right, so if at all I take any integer, positive or negative, and if I multiply it with itself, let's say 2 into 2, what I get is 4. This guy is called as a square number. That is it. Right, we also call them as perfect squares. Look at this. I can see a couple of perfect squares here. I've just listed from 1 to 10. If I have one square, I can write it 1 into 1, which is 1 itself. So 1 is a perfect square. Likewise, 2 squared is 2 into 2. So you're multiplying 2 around by itself. Then what I get is 4. 4 is a perfect square. I can see all these guys are perfect squares. So if I go more than 10, let's say 11 squared. What is 11 squared? That is 11 into 11, which is nothing but 121. And 121 is a perfect square. So we understand this. All right. There's another term I need to know in this case. If I say, let's say 121 is a perfect square, and I got this guy by multiplying 11 by itself, right? Then what is the square root of 121? Okay, we call this a square root. All right, it is nothing but from where this guy come. Where this guy come? It came from here, right? So I call as 11 is a square root of 121. So we understood two terms. What exactly is a perfect square, right? And what is the square root of that thing? Is from where it actually came, or that integer which I multiplied with itself gave me this, and if I take the square of this guy, I got 11. So that guy is called a square. So we understand this much, right? We have done this. Now let us go ahead and learn something more about this topic. All right, well guys, now we'll also learn how to find the square root of a couple of perfect squares which are big. We did this in 7th grade. Still, let's go ahead and do two problems to understand what we had learned. All right, so I have 5, 1, 2, 6, 5, 6, and that is one of the number. I'm supposed to take the square root of this number. So there are a couple of steps. You guys should have known this well in your 7th grade, but still, we'll just revise it. Right, I can see here 5, 1, 2, 6, 5, 6. So the first thing to do is to group these guys. So I'm grouping this guy, the first group. I'll start from the right side. I'll group them as 2 each. Okay, 6 and 5 is one group, then this is one group, and this is one group. So that's how it goes. So what is the first step to do is I will find a square number, a perfect square number, which is somewhere close to 51 but less than that. So come back here and see. I have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49 and 64. I can see 49 is a square number closest, all right, and smaller than 51. So I got it by like what? 7 times 7 gives me 49. So that's what I write. That is it. Let's subtract this guy. See what you get. You get a 2 here. That is it. Okay. So that's the first stage. What to do next? What I do next is I pull this guy down. All right. So I get 26 down. Okay. Second group down. And on this part, what I do is I'll add whatever I wrote here. I'll add it up. So I get 14. Okay. That's how we start. That's my second step. What next? Now I will see. I need to fill this guy. That is 1, 4. I need to fill this guy times the same guy. It means, let's say I write 1 here, I should write 1 here also. That's how it goes. So if I write that, I'll get 1 times 141. So like 1 and 1. So what do you get? I'll get 1, and this is 4, and that is 1. So is it fine? Can I write 2 here? Let us try. Okay, if I had taken 1, 4, and this was, I'm supposed to fill it up. So if I take 2 here, we'll see what happens. Let's say I took 2 here. So that goes like 2 and 2. That goes like 4, 8 and 2. I got 284, but I can see that is bigger than this 226. It means I'm not supposed to take 2 in these two places. My choice was 1 itself. So let me erase this guy. I am not taking 2. I'm taking 1 itself, just because this number is bigger than the number here. It should not exceed. So I take 1 here, I take 1 here, it goes like 141, and I subtract this guy, see what I get. I get a 5 here. Okay, that's 12 minus 4 would be like 8, and that's much. Now, the next step is to take this group down, that is 5, 6 down. All right, and what should I do on the left hand side? On this column here is add this number what I write here once again, and see what you get. I'll get 1, 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, I'll get 142. Now, again I need to fill 2 places, this place and this place. What condition? So whatever number I write here, I should write the same number here, and that number should not exceed this. It means the multiplication of this number and this whole thing should not exceed this. So let's try that. Taking 1 4 2, that one and that one. So if I write 1 here and 1 here, what do you get? I'll get 1 2 4 1, and this is 1421, which is much smaller than this. No, not happening. Can I increase the number? Let's say I take 2 here. So what do I get? So if I take 2 here, I get like 4 and 4 and 8 and a 2. Is also very small compared to that. So let's do one thing. Let's take 1 4 2. I'm supposed to fill these two guys. Let me take 5 and check. Okay, so 5 into 5 is 25. 5 goes, 2 carried. 5 2 is 10, 12, and 1 carried. 5 4 is 21. Okay, 2 carried, and 5 times 1 is 5 6 7. All right, so you get what? 7. That is also small compared to this. Can I take something else? So let me take 6 this time. Let me do it here for you. This is what I had. That is 1 4 2. I had to fill these two guys. Correct. I tried with 1, it didn't work. I tried with 2, it didn't work. I tried with 5, it is still small compared to this. So let me try with 6. 6 goes like that. 6 6 is 36. 3 carried. 6 2 is 12, and that goes like 15. 1 carried out. 6 4 is like 24. 1 is 25 5, and 2 carried, right? 6 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Look at this. What I get is 8 5 5 6. That is 8 5 5 6. Perfect, right? This is what I wanted. Now what I fill here is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, but 6 and 6. Yeah, see what do I get? So once I do this, right, once I do this, I can multiply 6 into so much is actually 8 5 5 6, and I get the answer. Now what do we understand by this whole thing is that the square root of 5 1 2 6 5 6 is nothing but 716. Okay, that's how we understand. Or we can also say that 716 times 716 will give you what? Will give you 1512656. Okay, that's a perfect square. I multiply 716 right by itself, I get this guy, and if I take the square root of this guy, I'll get this. So that's how we understand this. All right, so these are the steps involved. Remember the tricks. What should I fill here? And you have to experiment it a couple of times and see. That is it. So let's do the next problem. So you try it before I do it. Well guys, the second problem here, let's go with the rules. The first thing is to divide this, right, in groups of 2. So first group, second group, and this guy's alone, so fine, not an issue. All right, so go ahead. What is that I have to write here? Look at this guy. All right, find the square number or the perfect square which is close to 4 in that table. I can see 1 4 9. I get this guy. This guy is what I'm looking for. 9 is bigger than this, right? 4 is the exact square number, so I can just write 2 and 2. That goes like 4. That is it. Okay, you subtract this, you get a 0. Fine. Okay, the next thing is I need to add the same thing. Whatever I write here, I will write here and add it up. That you get 4 here. Fine, everything is fine. So what's the next step? Is to take the second group down. So let's do that. So I get a 20. This 0 would not mind because it is for this. So basically what you have is 20 here. That's it. Now what is that I should fill here and here is the question. Whatever I fill here, I should fill here, and that number should not exceed 20. So what I have is 4 and like that. Even I write 1 here, I'll get 41, which is more than 20. So it means I'm not supposed to write 41. Right, so 1 is not the right option. So what I do? I have a 4 gap and like that. Can I try 0? Yeah, what is that? 0 times 40 is 0. Fine, cool, but this is smaller than 20. That's what I wanted. Good enough. So I'll write a 0 here. Then I'll write a 0 here. 0 times 40 is 0. And what you get is 20 itself. 20 minus 0, 0 is 27. No problem. And what is that I add here? A 0 again. So whatever I write here and add it up. You get 40. That is it. Good enough. The next step is take this group down. That is 2 5. Okay. Now what is that you have to do? Go ahead. I need to fill something here, right? I have to fill these guys. If I write a 0 here, I should write a 0 here. That doesn't make sense because I don't want a 0 anymore. And if I can put 1 and 1, so that is 400. 1 into 400 is smaller than this. Okay. Can I put 2 here? All right, 2 here, 2 here. It goes like 408, smaller than that. So what is the next thing? 402. No, 2 is not a good option. 2 we already finished. I need to try something else. Can I write 3? Can I write 4? Can I write 5? Let's check with 5. That sounds good. Okay, look at that. 5 into 5 is 25. 5 out, 2 carried. 5 into 0 is 0. 2 comes out here. 5 into 4 is 20. And look at that. That is exactly what I want. It means this gap has to be filled with what? By 5. So I have a 5 here. I have a 5 here. And what I get is 5 times 405 is 2050. Yeah, 2025. Yeah, that is 2025. Okay, now I can see that you get the remainder to be 0. So what do you understand this whole thing is? How to fill these things, okay, how to write these things, what are the rules based on that. And from this whole problem, you understand that the square root of 42025 is nothing but 205. Okay, or I can also say that 205 times 205 is nothing but 42025. Okay, that is a perfect square. If I take a square root of this, is what I get this. That's all about it.